Southeast Mississippi's on 8A. It's February the 5th. This little video is in response to Lorella, Not a Farm Girl's Dear Younger Me. I have really enjoyed watching everybody's videos. I get excited when a new one comes on because I'm learning so much from them. And I'd been thinking about what I would tell my younger self. And I have a few little things that I definitely would tell myself. The first thing would be, dear younger me, pay attention. Pay attention to the elders around you. Pay close attention to your very own grandfather before he passed away. He always had these beautiful, lush gardens, and I was always so impressed with them. But guess what? I never told him. I didn't ask what he was doing. I didn't get out there with him. I was a teenager during those years, and I was too busy doing stupid stuff like teenagers do. Chasing this dream or that dream, you know, nothing of any substance. When I should have been paying attention to PawPaw's garden. He used to have the most wonderful tasting tomatoes and green beans, and they would can those, and I didn't learn canning from them either. And I spent every summer with my grandparents, so it's really shameful on my part. So dear younger you should have paid attention. The next what I would say is stay out of the rat race. Focus on family and not so much on career. I've been a nurse since '92, and I've owned my own businesses, cleaning services. I also was a dental assistant, so I went to school for some of that, and radiography, and just my eulogy is going to be long. But you know what? It's not important. I should have focused more on the family and teaching my kids what I'm learning now. Learning more about being self-sufficient and homesteading and gardening and canning and preparedness and dehydrating and things that kids nowadays have no idea about. And more frugal living. And I will say that my girls, they're older. One's 24 and one's 22. And they have been asking me to help them with their grocery shopping more, and you know, stockpiling some, and you know, just how to budget a little better. One of them, the older one, is very frugal and very tight with their money. The younger one is frivolous. The older one has custody of her ex-husband's two nieces, so one of those girls is 11 and the other is 15, and that is where Mimsy came from, is those two. We treat those just like they're our blood grand youngins, and we love them that way, and they're Mimsy's girls. And my younger daughter has her own daughter that is 1, and I guarantee you that baby is going to learn some gardening. I intend to have her out here with me during the summer. She may not like Mimsy when she gets older if I make her pick too many peas, but we're going to have fun anyway. I'm going to let her dig in the dirt and get her hands dirty and just talk to her. Right now she's a Mimsy's girl. She calls me Mim. It's really sweet. But her mom is also expecting 1st of July, so there'll be another one come along to help teach things that I wish I'd learned when I was younger, and things that I wish I had taught my girls. And main thing, stay out of that rat race. You know, stay out of debt, which we didn't have much debt. We didn't do credit cards. We never have. You know, we have lived paycheck to paycheck, and we've had to budget and that kind of thing. But for the most part, if you don't have cash or whatever, don't go using plastic. That's a no-no for us. We just never have been the ones to do that, and that was probably one of the smarter things we chose in life. the final thing I would say is, dear younger self, take care of your health. I allowed myself to be so overloaded with stress that I caused myself Graves' disease. Autoimmune disorders are caused by stress and poor diet. And it's taken me 2 years of a ketogenic diet to get to where I'm able to get out in here and shovel and hoe and do all this by hand. Because before, I was just barely functioning. I spent weeks and days in the bed. I'd get out just long enough to take care of my mom and go right back to bed. And now I have the responsibility of my mom, who will be 80 in May, and my husband's dad, who is 79, and they both have health problems. And I will say they're doing really well compared to how they were when they both came here. My mom came 4 years ago. I moved her here from Tennessee. She didn't raise me. My dad raised me. They divorced when I was probably 6, and she just was not mentally capable of raising me or my brother, my blood brother. Now I've had lots of stepbrothers and stepsisters since then, but anyway, my dad raised me. And he was the businessman, and he was always busy doing the rat race, so he didn't teach me gardening or anything like that. I can only remember one year when I was in 4th or 5th grade that we actually had a garden, and so I didn't learn much except for maybe how to pick and shell peas. Didn't learn anything about the gardening side of it, the growing or the fertilizing or watering, any of those important things. But my dad was not the farmer type anyway. So that's what I would say. Take care of your health. It's vital. I let stress put me into the autoimmune areas, and also I did not realize, because as a nurse you buy into the whole government medical pharmaceutical bit. So until I stepped away from that and started taking care of my mom and studying on how to help her more naturally, is when I got into the gardening and the essential oils. And well, I'd done essential oils probably the last 6 years, but just trying to help take care of them and myself is when I, decided organic eating was the way to go. And that the medical field, they've lied to us. They have filled us slam full of garbage. And I doubt that I would ever go back to nursing. Even after my mom and my father-in-law are dead and gone, I'm going to try to make things work here at the homestead myself the best way I can. My husband, he works a public job, and he is not interested in this, and he thinks my garden is a hobby. We won't go there. I've already told y'all that infuriates me. But anyway, yeah, take care of your health. Take care of your health. Pay attention to the elders. Stay out of debt. And make time for the family. Teach those babies how to be self-sufficient, how to be prepared, not in the prepper sense of madness, but how to be prepared for emergencies, because you never know. Anyway, that's my letter to my dear younger me. Have a great day.